visualization and manifestation and wanting something, defining the goal, and then getting there, right? How did you develop that approach?
Well, I was raised by a very dynamic mother and father that were in sales. My mom actually was from Springfield, Illinois, eventually became a very successful New York City model. But I was raised in an environment where I was taught to really look forward and set goals and determinations and accomplishments that I wanted. It started with sports and academics. But then when I went into training with my first company in the search business, Charlotte Personnel Systems, 1979, they started me off with understanding when I eventually coined a phrase. It's called why factors. If you're wise in life, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations are strong and well-defined. And I don't mean they were just in your head. Yes, the house, right, the car, the vacation, the retirement, the children, the college education, making an impact even from a social standpoint with the money that you wanted to earn. And you tied that to the activity numbers that you have so eloquently described, coming down bottom line to your connects, is that we know the numbers work. So if your whys in life are strong and well-defined, and you write them down and you put them even in a picture format, you will then look at the 25 connects a day as a visionary putting into effect the foundation of a $1 million business. And we were saying that even back 25 years ago. Not that you would make that in a year, but it eventually led to that. So the other thing was we hired good people that had hearts of determination, like yourself, that you weren't satisfied with just, you went to school, you had a great education, you hated accounting, but you were a perfect background because you were very determined and you accepted that vision that I put out in front of you. And not everybody did that. I mean, a lot of people thought that what I was teaching was an overestimation, but you guys proved it year after year after year of making, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, and some of you within 3 or 4 years were making $250,000 25 years ago. Right. And again, that's when $250,000 a year is a lot of money now, let alone then. So, but the common denominator was I lived it. I had that same list of what my whys in life were taped on the back door of my bathroom. So in the morning when I got up and was brushing my teeth and shaving, the first thing I saw in the mirror every morning was my why factor list. And it was and every day, whether I was up, whether I was down, whether I felt good, whether I had a placement or whether I had a turn down or a no start or whatever, those whys stayed focused in my mind every day, saying inch by inch, it's a cinch, yard by yard, it gets too hard. Every single phone call, I was one step closer. And within 6 weeks, I made my first deal. And within 9 months, I broke all the records and continued to set records. But the records weren't, they were gratifying, and I was recognized for it. But more it was what I was doing for my family and other people in my center of influence that it opened up the door financially, where I went from making $10,000 a year at Prudential Insurance Company to within 3 years, 1982, I made $100,000 for the first time. Nobody in the company had done that before. So it was just a mindset that I was given that was also in line with the way I was raised by two people that basically they set their own records in life, and I bought into the numbers. And because you could never get away from the numbers. I don't care how good a recruiter I am. Okay, I can't make the kind of money that I want to make as a recruiter without certain activity levels, because talent can only take you so far. And I've trained a lot of talented people, but it gets down to how many people are you touching every day.